Hi guys, my name is Adam and I'm the community manager for skinwallet.com, and in today's video we're going to be ranking all the gloves from the brand new Operation Broken Fang. There's a lot of them and they're pretty cool, so let's see which ones are the best. Now before we start, just a nice little reminder, if you want to sell your skins for the best instant price on the market, head to skinwallet.com, and if you want to buy your skins for the best and cheapest prices on the market, head to skinwallet.com/market. Good. Now let's get into it. Okay, so first up we have the Handwraps Desert Shamog. And, you know, they're Handwraps. They're always kind of a category in their own. But as far as Handwraps go, this is a meh design at best. There are better designs even in this case, let alone the entire game, so I'm just gonna give this a meh. Next up we have the Handwraps Caution, and I really like the look of these because it's funny. They relate to the other Handwraps that are based around silver tape, but you know, with caution tape, they're funny, they're quirky, they're pretty rad. Handwraps Giraffe. Well, these are better than the Desert Shamog, but they are also pretty meh, so I guess I'm going to put them in decent enough because, you know, if you like a giraffe print, they're pretty good. And finally, the Constrictors. These are very much meh, I think. They're not as unique as the giraffes. They look a bit better than the Desert Shamog, but not enough to put them in the next tier. Next up, we have the Moto Gloves Blood Pressure. Well, this is a really cool design. I really love it. I think these will be some of the most popular from this collection. And, you know, they're very unique. And for a glove, they have a really kind of tangible print, if you will. So I think that makes them pretty incredible. And you just know the colorway will go right in with all the red skins like Crimson Webs and stuff. So you gotta love it. The Moto Gloves Finish Line. I also love this concept. They're very much tied to the racing glove vibe that these Moto Gloves are trying to give off, which is good. And the checkered flag is a really nice touch. I don't think they're quite as incredible as the Blood Pressures, but they're also pretty rad. Third, Commando Companies. Yeah, these are a bit of a letdown, I think. There isn't anything really special about them. They kind of want to be a bit red, a bit camo, and they just look really meh, which is the tier I'll put them in. Moto Gloves Smoke Out, though. These are nice. These are very basic and minimalistic, and if you've watched any of our previous videos, you'll know that minimalistic is a thing I really enjoy. So I'll give them pretty rad because they go well with whiteouts and skins like that. Driver Gloves Snow Leopard. Well, I don't know. They look cheap. They look like, you know, fake fur, and it's good as fake fur. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing good about real fur, but they look like they're just this cheap knockoff. While the giraffe print works for the Handwraps because they're really like, you know, I can see there's a story behind it being like, okay, we had giraffe skin and we had to do something with it. These just look trash. And the same goes for the Queen Jaguar. I just don't buy them. I think they're a pretty bad look. However, Razan the Red are decent driver gloves, I think. They are a bit more low-key. I don't think they're really rad or anything. They're better red skins in this collection even. But you know what? They work as decent enough, I think. If you want this kind of dark red, simplistic feel, they'll work for you. I already like the minimalism on the Moto Gloves, but the driver gloves with black tie take it to the next level. They're just simple, elegant, and, you know, they're like something you could see an actual driver wearing, you know, somewhere around. You know, they usually wear the ones without fingertips, but these also work. I like these. I think they're incredible. Next up, the Specialist Gloves Field Agent. Well, these really work well with any of the Special Agent skins, so I think that is a big boon towards them. if you want to feel as if you're a part of a FBI unit or something like that, you can definitely get these. And they're a nice design, a nice colorway that works with a lot of blue and yellow skins, which I think is a boon to them, and I will give them pretty rad. Specialist Gloves Marble Fade. Now, I love Marble Fade skins, so this is very much my personal bias coming in here. But they just work so well with any candy, cartoonish loadout, and I'll be using a lot of them when creating such loadouts. They're also pretty cheap, which I'm not taking into consideration, but it is a nice boon to anybody looking to get them. So I'm going to call them incredible, and if you disagree, you disagree. What can I say? Next up, the Lieutenant Commander. Now, this is a design I get what they were going for here. They wanted to make a really militaristic design, and I think they've achieved that pretty well. It looks both militaristic and a bit fancy, so that's good, and I like that part about it. But I don't think they're anything really special, so I'll give them decent enough. The Tiger Strike. I don't know about this. They just look orange. They try to go for that tiger feel, but it just looks like they have creases. I don't think I quite like that, and I think they could be done better, and they won't really fit most of the tiger tooth and those kinds of designs. So I'll give them a pretty strong meh. Sport Gloves, Scarlet Chamois. Now I really like this design. It's simplistic, but it has the right colorway to be simplistic. It doesn't look as uninspired as the Desert Chamois, and I think it's bordering on incredible, but given the blood pressure being a bit better in the same colorway, I'm gonna give it pretty rad. Sport Gloves Big Game. Now these are an interesting case because I'm not sure what that pattern is. Is that, fur? Is that camo? And it just looks like a blob of nothing. And you know what? I just don't see the appeal in these. So I'm gonna say that these are trash. Sport Gloves Noct. You know what? They're black gloves, which is something I think a lot of people wanted. They're not as elegant as the black tie, but they are even more minimalistic. They're just a blackout. And I feel like some people will like it, some people won't, so I'm gonna give it pretty rad. Finally, the Sports Gloves Slingshot. The insides of these gloves is something I don't like. You won't see that too much, but it's still something that kind of just doesn't fit there. The red is nice. The pattern is very simple. I think they're decent enough. And now we go to the new design, which are the Broken Fang gloves. We'll start with the Needlepoint. And I think this is the worst one of the bunch because the color is just somewhere between red and brown, and it doesn't really pop. The design looks a bit scruffy, and it just doesn't work as well as the others for me. So I'm gonna give this a meh. Now, the Broken Fang gloves Jade, that's another thing. They are absolutely wonderful when it comes to the color. They'll work so well with, Gamma Doppler emeralds, emerald Jormunganders, or Jormunganders, whatever you pronounce that as, stuff like that. And I think that's a really, really good addition to a green collection. So I like green. I think there are a lot of skins that fit this theme, so I'm going to give them incredible. Next up, Broken Fang Gloves Yellow Bandit. Now this is something I would get if I had a tiger tooth knife. I think these would be perfect for a tiger tooth collection. We did that a few months ago, and I wish I had these as an option because I would definitely add them. So just based on that, I think they are very much pretty rad. They're not quite incredible, but yeah, they look really good. They're really clean. I like that. And finally, the Unhinged. Now this is simple, and this is awesome. Just a black glove with a nice little emblem on the back. I think they're not incredible because they don't really pop off as the incredible ones do for me with being really, really unique. But they are pretty rad because I think they're really, really well designed, and I would love to wear them. So that's that. All right, so that's our tier list. As you can see, we're pretty positive about these gloves. I think they did a good job on these, and I really love some of them. Maybe we'll get them in the future. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And if you're looking to sell skins, head to skinwallet.com. And if you're looking to buy skins, head to skinwallet.com/market. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Cheers.